On board were Defense Minister Edward O'Main Boma, Environment, Science and Technology Minister Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, Samuel Sarpong, Vice Chair of the ruling National Democratic Congress, Al-Haji Muniru Mohammed, the Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator, and Samuel Abuegia of the Disaster Relief Agency. Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Man Tuam Epidu, and Sergeant Ernest Addo Mensa made up the helicopter's crew. On the morning of August 6, 2025, a Ghana Armed Forces Z-9 helicopter lifted off from Accra at 9:12 a.m., carrying 8 people, 3 crew members, and 5 senior government officials bound for Obuasi in the Ashani region. Their mission was to attend a high-level event addressing the country's escalating illegal gold mining crisis, known locally as Galamsey. The flight headed north, crossing into the forested Ardennes area. Villagers later reported hearing the sound of an aircraft overhead, followed by a loud bang. The helicopter had vanished from radar, and emergency calls went unanswered. Within minutes, dense smoke was seen rising above the trees. Rescue teams and local residents pushed into the forest, finding the wreckage engulfed in flames. The impact site was scattered with debris, and there were no survivors. Mobile phone footage from villagers showed twisted metal, scorched vegetation, and fragments of the fuselage still burning. By midday, the government confirmed the crash and the deaths of all 8 aboard. The nation was stunned. President John Dramani Mahama addressed the country, calling it a national tragedy. Flags were lowered to half-mast, and official activities were suspended for a period of mourning. A joint board of inquiry, composed of military and civilian aviation experts, was formed almost immediately. Investigators began examining weather data, maintenance logs, and eyewitness accounts to determine what went wrong. Questions arose about whether mechanical failure, human error, or environmental factors had brought the helicopter down. For Ghana, the loss was more than the deaths of 2 senior ministers and other high-ranking officials. It was a blow to leadership at a time of mounting challenges. The officials had been en route to confront one of the country's most pressing issues, and their sudden deaths left both political and operational gaps that the government would need to fill swiftly. In the quiet villages around Ardennes, the echoes of that morning lingered. The smoke had long since cleared, but the memory of the fire in the trees and the names of those lost remained heavy in the air.